great to have you back on the show. Thank you for joining us again. So let's get to these arms of yours.
Yeah.
You've got a different part of each arm is broken, I believe. Is that right?
I broke my rib as well. So I broke my wrist, my elbow, and my rib.
Wow, how'd that happen?
Came off a bike.
Okay.
Looked quite fast.
A motorbike or a...
Bicycle.
A pedal bike?
Pedal bike, yeah.
Where, what?
I was in
Okay,
Suffolk.
so where you in Suffolk? What, going down a really steep hill, I imagine? Yeah, dangerous.
The thing is, like, when it happened, like, I got up and I was like, that hurt, and then cycled to the pub, and then went home, went to sleep, and then woke up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, like in a lot of pain.
Agony.
Yeah, and then went to Ipswich Hospital. So yeah, I've had to postpone a couple of shows, which sucks. It's actually the first time I've ever cancelled shows, and I did try to say I'll just carry on doing the shows, but they said if I put any more stress on it, I might not be able to play again. So it's good to be sensible.
And how long before you're well enough to play again?
Don't really know. I don't really know. They're saying 4 weeks, and then we'll look at it.
Well, but I'm glad you're okay. You've got to be more careful, Ed.
Thank you.
Don't just say thank you. Think about what I'm saying.
Well, I'm quite a clumsy guy anyway. Like, I remember before a show in 2013, I had to have like 12 stitches in my hand because I was playing drums with 2 beer bottles at about 4 o'clock in the morning. It smashed into my hand. But that's the thing. I did a show after that, and it wasn't fine. But I did a show, and then I put my foot in a boiling geyser in Iceland. I kept face cut open. Like, I'm a very clumsy person.
That doesn't sound like clumsiness so much as stupidity. the geyser thing, because you must have seen there was a boiling geyser, because it didn't...
No,
it
was like a tiny little pool, and I walked up to it and it was bubbling.
And then it went push.
No, and then my leg just went into it. It was terrifying. Anyway, let's move on.
Well, no, this is all we're going to talk about. All right, so listen, well, the new album could not have been a big success for you. At one stage, you had almost every spot in the charts was a track from the album.
Yeah, it was Coldplay and Chainsmokers that stopped me having the full 10.
So are you ambitious that way? Are you thinking, oh, why didn't I just get that? Why didn't I have every single spot?
Well, no, because, you know, it was kind of like a loophole that we didn't really know that we could do, you know. Basically, streaming had just become part of the chart.
Yeah.
And then they've now changed it.
So even though you haven't released it as a single, it still counts because it's being streamed separately.
But they've changed it now. You can't do that anymore.
So you probably have some sort of a record there then. No one else has had that, have they?
Yeah, I have the most top 10s of any one album.
Wow. In like one day. You went travelling. You took like how long did you take off in between the second album coming out?
Well, it was technically a year, but I was recording for most of that, so I was only travelling for like three months, like intensely.
And you tried to go places where people didn't know you, is that right? Some of the time, at least.
Yeah, well, I went to countries... I had a sheet of where I'd sold the most records and the least records, and then I chose the places that I'd sold the least.
But this wasn't to try and encourage them to buy more. This was so you could have some degree of... You weren't going door to door.
Ironically, the country that I went to, it's now gone very well in, and I can't really go there anymore.
Which country is that?
Japan.
So Japan, you're big in Japan now?
Yeah, Shape of You is the biggest selling song of the year there.
Wow, well, congratulations. Yeah. That's amazing. And you've written for so many other people as well. You've written with Rita, of course, who's here this evening. You helped her have her last hit, of course. Congratulations. And then you've written with or for Justin Bieber as well, I believe. Yeah. Now the Biebs is a somewhat divisive figure to many. I like the Biebs. but
do you know what? At every phase of the time that I've known him, I've never come out of a situation without an awesome story. And he's now totally sober. He's really good. Like, and we're in Japan, and he'd done a phone commercial that he probably got paid a shit ton for, and I was doing...
Sort of Ramsey money, yeah.
A little bit more, I reckon, but...
That'll happen.
Sorry, mate. Yeah, and I heard he was in town. I was doing some promo, and he was like, "Yeah, dude, let's hang." And I was like, I don't really want to like go out and have loads of paparazzi there. So I was like, well, I know a really good dive bar that's made out of a train carriage that's called Train Bar, that when you ring a bell, you have to buy everyone in the bar a shot, and you're there with like loads of like rocking Japanese people, and everyone's like, yeah.
It's a great fun party.
Oh man, it's great, yeah. So I was like, we're going there, and he was like, okay, and he turned up on his own. And I was like, this is cool. So we sat there for a bit. He had water. I did not have water. And then he was like, let's do some karaoke. Like, not like that, obviously, but... so we went to this karaoke bar, and then he sung Thinking Out Loud on karaoke. I sung Love Yourself on karaoke, which was quite fun. And then someone from his record label came, and I think Universal have built a club in their label, so they were like, come to the club. So we turned up at this club, which had a golf course in it. And he lay down on the floor and put a golf ball in his mouth. And, like, I had a golf club and he's like, hit it out of my mouth. And I kind of look at his security guard and the security guard was like... and I was like... Yeah, and I ended up really hitting him badly.
So you took a pretty big swing then?
Yeah, and missed.
You whacked him in the face?
Yeah. Yeah. I want to give you something interesting, Jonathan. Let's talk about, like, gimp masks and shit.
Have you worn a gimp mask? Is this
no, but you know what? My mate got that, you know, that Amazon thing that you can shout at and it orders you stuff?
Alexa.
Yeah, that's it. So he had that and he wasn't in, and I ordered him and his wife a gimp mask.
Wow.
and it turned up, and they sent me a picture, which I think is going to be their Christmas card this year.
OK, we need to see that picture later on.
Yeah, I'm not into all that technology.
Well, you don't even have a phone anymore, do you?
No, and I don't really like... I still like buying albums and listening to them in the car.
Well, here's the thing. Let's rewind to the phone thing. That's unusual, and it's hard for people... You must have a phone, Gordon.
Yes.
OK.
Yeah.
It's hard for people...
He's got kids, though. If I had kids, I'd have a phone. But I don't have any responsibilities.
But what do you do when you're bored? Do you not play the Crazy Birds? Do you not have
no,
a
do you know
Scrabble
what?
there?
Do you know what? This is the weird thing, because, like, I think my generation was the last generation to not have phones when we were younger.
Yeah.
And, like, you both have not had phones at one point, and when you're in a situation when no one's there and you don't have anyone to talk to, now you just go to your phone and do it. But way back when, you thought, and you think about things, or you have a conversation with someone else, or, like, and I just... Yeah, I don't want to sound too high and mighty and, like, oh, this is the best way to go, but, like, honestly, like, I talk to people more and I think more, and it's a good thing.
No, it's absolutely a vital thing. So you've done it for that reason. You've done it really to...
Well, no, I did it because I don't really like speaking to people. Like... really, like, I like being antisocial. I have to be very sociable for my job, but I like being antisocial.
So do you go off on your own sometimes?
Yeah, I mean, I can't really, like, just walk around.
No, not in the streets, though.
Yeah.
But have you got a place at home, a room, not the toilet, but a room where people don't come into when you're in? Do you have a space where you can say, no, I'm going to go and do something for me in here? Don't take it that way.
Well, you
but you know what I mean? Like, or listen to music.
I can't do that anymore, mate. Like, what am I going to do?
Yeah. I'm sure you could find someone to help you out, Ed.
Justin.
Do you fancy it? I reckon he'd say some really aggressive shit as well.
And you know...
You fucking love it, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, this evening's taking an unexpected turn.
He sounds like...
I know, if he said anything like, oh, you want to be going, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Come on.
I'm talking to Ed Sheeran. It's not all about you, Gordon.
He smells nice.
He smells of cocaine. Here's the thing about Ed Sheeran, ladies and gentlemen, is he's a huge talent, obviously, but a genuinely nice man to bump into. Whenever I've met you, you've always been very friendly and very sweet and very open. You claimed recently, you said you went through a bit of a bad phase where you kind of lost touch with yourself when you first became famous?
No, it's kind of midway through. First, I think it took... I didn't really have any growing up time into getting famous. I'd had, like, a long period of growing up normally, but I think you need to, when you get into the industry, adjust to it, and I didn't adjust because I was just constantly working on tour. And you just... all the pitfalls that people read about, like, this happened to this person, this... I just found myself slipping into all of them, which
so,
is
like, a sense of entitlement or believing that you were the...
No, mostly substance abuse, I think.
Right.
Mostly
so things that were on offer, which
Yeah.
you thought previously you might be strong enough to avoid.
I'd never touched anything, I started slipping into it, and that's why I took a year off and buggered off.
And so how did you avoid slipping into it? Did you talk to someone about that, or did you have the strength, the kind of inner strength, to say, no, I don't want to be that person?
No, I just focused on other things. I focused on work, and I can't work under the influence. I can't write songs under the influence. I can't perform under the influence. So the more I worked, the less yeah.
So in a way, it was your career, or you desired to carry on with that and to carry on making
Yeah, and
music.
you know, like I've worked my whole life to get to where I am, and you can't lose that over something that you do in your spare time.
Was it the pressure, do you think?
No, it was just, I don't know, I just didn't really notice it was happening. It was just, I kind of, like, it just started gradually happening, and then some people sort of took me to one side and was like, calm yourself down, and I was like, oh, fuck, I should probably take some time off. Yeah.
And when they first said that to you, though, because a lot of people, especially who become very successful very fast, and the people are worried about saying things to you, for them to say that to you, that took some courage on their part, and obviously a genuine friendship for you. But were you prepared to listen immediately? Did you initially think...
No, because, man, it's all fun. It's all fun to begin with. It all starts off as a party, and then you're doing it on your own, and it's not. So I think that was like that was a wake-up call, and taking a year off. And you know, I've rekindled with a girl I went to high school with, and we live together now. And I think that was like a real help, kind of grounding me in terms because I've like. You know, I was a 25-year-old in the music industry on tour, so I just needed someone to sort of like balance me out.
Well, that's nice to hear. That's a lovely thing to hear, and I'm pleased you're through that. And I'm sorry about your hands, but they will heal, of course.
Yeah, you know, it's all right.
Let's hope that you will be a little bit more sensible in future, Ed. Ed, it's great to see you again. Ed Sheeran, ladies and gentlemen. You postponed some shows last month, I think. You were meant to be performing, and you had a throat infection. So that's cleared up. Well, I mean, that must be a big worry.
Oh, it's just awful. I mean, I'm sure you've had that kind of experience where you have to cancel. Do you have that with your speaking voice?
No, it's easier. although on this last tour, I did go vegan, and that made a massive difference. It does. It makes a difference. It stops clagging your voice.
Oh, it's the dairy, isn't it?
It's the dairy.
Makes you phlegmy.
Yeah. So
I'm not doing
but
that.
I've never...
That's an exchange I really didn't think was going to happen tonight. Yeah, it's the dairy, makes you phlegmy. So you're OK, though?
Yes. So we got to reschedule those couple of shows for early December. So it all kind of works out. But the day of making that decision, it's... I mean, I know the world's not ending, but it does feel like a really rotten day.
Well, you've got all your Kylie fans, and it's a big night for them. The new album is out now, and this is... I was talking to the Spice Girls earlier, who seem reluctant to do new material, apart from Mel B, who can't wait. The new album is Kylie's Golden. It was #1. Congratulations. That's amazing.
Thank you.
It's a brand new album.
I get it.
I mean, and I think the name of the album and the song itself, Golden, that refers to you just turning 50. Is that right?
Well, it wasn't meant to be about 50, although I did turn 50 this year, so it kind of is about that.
Well, congratulations.
Thank
That's
you.
Amazing. You look amazing.
And yeah, the last album I released, I was asked so much about how do you feel about being your age in the industry? Ladies, I'm sure you get asked. I understood the question, I understood the interest, but I just didn't know the answer. I didn't know how to answer it. Well, I don't know how it feels. I wish, with only annoying things, you keep asking me about it. Yeah. And so I just had this one line that I really, by hook or by crook, I wanted to get it on the album, which was, we're not young, we're not old, we're golden. You can't make yourself younger, you can't make yourself older. So my answer to them was, well, I can only be who I can be at any given point in time.
Yeah, and embrace that.
So, yeah, so I mean, and then we called the album Golden, but that was, and it just happened to fall in my 50th year, so all worked out.
I'm going to ask you, I'm not going to delve too much, but you're in a new relationship, I believe. You've got a new partner?
Yeah, newish.
Newish.
Yeah.
So that's good?
It's going great.
Who's your boyfriend?
I'll tell you later, Jo. I'll tell you all about it later. No, it's fabulous.
Good.
Yeah, just when you think that you know, will it ever happen? Then it came and surprised me.
That's so lovely.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Although Kylie,
Yes.
of course, you never married the person that we all wanted you to marry.
Jason.
Yes.
We kind of did.
You did.
Well, yeah, but not in, you know...
In real life.
But he did come and sing with me.
Well,
a few
that was
weeks
an amazing
ago.
moment. I only saw this. It was Hyde Park this summer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was the Radio 2 concert at Hyde Park. And Kylie's performing on stage, and then Jason Donovan joins in. And that wasn't set up once. That wasn't planned.
It was not planned at all. He just happened to text me the day before, saying hi. And I thought, oh, hey, I've got a gig tomorrow in Hyde Park if you want to come down. He responded saying, it's been a big week. If I do, it will just be me on my bicycle coming in. I said, OK, no, just let me know, no problem. So he lets me know the next day I'm coming in. I'm sure you all know Jason. He's as casual as can be. Oh, g'day, yeah, I'm up for it. So it's actually, you know, a genuine spur of the moment
Oh, it's
thing.
such a lovely moment.
Boy.
I mean...
It's such a good sport.
I love it, though, but Kylie's not letting him take charge of that mic. It's like, come back here.
No, do you know why? Because it was live to radio, live streamed everywhere. I know he wasn't prepared and he'd had trouble,
You were looking out for him.
I was looking out for him. We all need Pepe on speed dial.
Kylie's album, Golden, is out now. Ladies and gentlemen, the fabulous Kylie Minogue. Well, Well, as you can tell, we're all excited. Everyone's excited. Well, well done on keeping it a secret, because, I mean, this is the response it gets. So to keep, especially with Mel B, we know she can't really keep her mouth shut. So...
I can never keep a secret about Spice Girls. Let me just say that right now.
So how did you manage it? How did you manage it?
Well, I never kept the secret. I just kept on saying we're definitely going to get back together.
We just kept telling Melanie that it wasn't going to happen. And then she can let it out.
But when you're exchanging, there must have been emails, there must have been texts. I know you have a WhatsApp group together.
Yeah, we do.
So do you, I mean, what do? Do you speak in code, or do you just hope...
It's funny, because Melanie's on one end of, you know, the seating arrangements, and I'm on the other. And in my house, we did have a code for Spice Girls, because I was so paranoid. Because I'm a good girl, and I do as I'm told.
You are,
and
you do, yes.
And that's why I kept the secret. So my little girl said, Mummy, why don't you call it Cucumber? So, like, OK. So any time I spoke about Spice Girls, it was called Cucumber.
Cucumber.
And then at the other end of the spectrum, Melanie just went on international TV and said we were doing it.
Well, I did actually say at the time, oh, I don't think I meant to say that just yet.
She does that a lot.
Is that infuriating in some way? I mean, you know what Mel is like after years ago, but I mean, is it like, you know what I mean? It's like, is that like, oh, you know, after all this time, can't she change a little bit?
You know what the brilliant thing about us lot is? Like, a couple of nights ago, we were in my kitchen, we all came together, and we just had a really big group hug, had a little bit of a tear.
We screamed, didn't we?
It's been a long time coming. We've wanted this to happen. You know, I have to say, Melanie and Emma, from the beginning, from 2012, were trying to make this happen. You know, for different reasons, everybody's in, you know, different places in their life. And finally, the stars aligned. Went round to Mel's house, and she went, yeah, I'm ready. Wow. And we're like, great, let's do it.
Let's address the elephant in the room, and that's probably the first time Victoria has been referred to as an elephant. But of course, she's not with the band, so it's a four-piece now.
Yes.
And you asked her to come back with you, and she passed. No, what did she say? Why did she not want to do it?
Do you know what's actually quite funny? I saw Victoria recently, and, you know, obviously, we've all been in contact. She's still very much part of the Spice Girls. She really supports us, and we really support her. But she did raise the point that she was never actually asked.
Oh, was she not?
No, because we just presumed.
No,
but she's been talking...
I spoke to her 2 days ago, like, before the announcement, and she just said, look, you know that, you know, she said it for years that she just doesn't want to do it anymore.
But having said that, I think you should still have offered her the opportunity.
We did. No, the day at your house, we did.
Yeah, she didn't want to do it.
We had the picture. She said, I do not... Yeah, she just...
OK, and what reason did she give?
She was busy with her fashion, you know, and that she's moved on.
Which is a huge thing, of course.
Yeah,
It's like a global brand.
But you know what? The good, you know, the philosophy of this, for us lot is that, you know, we're a band on and off the stage, and we care about each other, we support each other, and we support her, you know, and she's been a huge part of our life, and we care about her, so it's all good. And
I think, didn't you say that she didn't enjoy the performance part as much as she didn't really want to be back on stage? Is that right?
And you don't want to make somebody do something they don't want to do.
I think, we realised that, you know, back a while back, that she didn't enjoy that so much.
Yeah.
Can I ask the question, then? Please don't take this the wrong way, but are you not worried? Because I think we all knew that she had the best voice in the band. So, so are you not worried? No, that's what I think I can speak for. You know, so are you not worried about hitting those songs and nailing it?
Okay,
I mean, who's going to carry the tune?
Here's the thing about...
I will, we all will.
Yeah, we'll be fine. You know,
we've all
Jerry goes, oh, we'll be fine. Mel B, I'm going to ask you about the Halloween costume you wore last week that everyone saw. This is the photograph, and that's you as Victoria with a very convincing David, and it says, no, I am not going on tour. Now,
then with the other sign said, please, please, please do it for the Spice fans. So, you know...
But so was that
it's
you
a really
still...
nice idea,
was that you
costume.
trying to encourage her to change her mind?
That's just Melanie's sense of humour.
I just think I have a northern sense of humour, and it's very tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed being Victoria for the night.
OK. OK, I've got to ask you a question. Is you're touring, but you're not bringing out a new album?
No.
Well...
Don't believe anything
Don't
she
believe
says.
anything Mel says.
Come on, Mel, what's the tea?
We
Come on.
haven't done new music yet. We haven't done
I
new
think it's
music.
got to be an organic process, do you know what I mean? If it's something happened and we felt like it, we think, you know, first things first, we're just going to get out there, sing the hits.
Yeah.
People want to hear that. And if something else happened, then great.
Now, let me just run a couple of the press reports that have come out. Obviously, one of the stories was that the reason Victoria's not doing it is you'd fallen out with her. But you've addressed that, I think. That's clearly not the case. Another story that people have been saying is you're only doing this for the cash. They're saying that some of you need cash more than others, perhaps, and that's the story, and you're going to make a lot of cash there. I mean, obviously, that's a reason to be doing it, I guess. You want to and deserve to be paid for it. But that isn't the primary reason.
You know what? From the beginning of our journey, 20 how many years ago, we've always put what we believe and love first. You know, when you earn money, and this is a privilege, that's a byproduct of what you do. Do you know what I mean? If the fans like what you do. But we're doing it wholeheartedly. We can honestly say for each other, because it's a bit of fun, but also for the fans. That we've been asked so much, and we just want to do it. If we get some, you know, if there's a...
But there's no denying it will help with my lawyer's bills.
Yeah. Now, Emma wasn't in the band to begin with. You were like the last person to join, weren't you?
I was,
And
But
were you,
the key, it all came together.
Yeah. The last
It all came together.
was she always like, I mean, did you know the minute you saw her? Were you looking around? Did you think, OK, we need a blonde member of the band before you...
She went driving around looking for a blonde.
That sounds
That sounds very wrong. The reality was there was somebody in the band
Yeah.
before Emma, OK?
There was somebody in the band before me.
Yes.
Yes.
I wasn't in the original line.
OK, so the original was...
She's pretending that she remembers, but she doesn't
I
remember.
do.
OK, so who was it? So, Mel, you were in the original lineup.
Yeah,
And
myself,
Joey.
yes,
But not
and
Emma or
Victor.
Mel C here.
OK.
Was Victoria in the original lineup?
Yes. But think about this. You know, in the Beatles, there's... What's his name? Sutcliffe?
Pete Best. No, Sutcliffe was a serial killer.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think he was in the Beatles.
But anyway, there's always one, isn't there? And
Oh, hold it. You're thinking of Stuart Sutcliffe.
Stuart, see?
Pete Best was in the Beatles.
Anyway, so there was one that didn't make it. Okay, she had.
Yes.
So
But that's why it doesn't make sense, because there was two that didn't make it.
Yeah.
I don't know about the other one.
See, you don't remember?
Are we still talking about the Beatles or are we talking about the Spice Girls there?
She doesn't know what she's talking about
Anyway.
But
now.
the point is, we found our member. And what
You
happened?
found her, yeah.
We had this singing coach, right, called Pepe Lima.
Pepe Lima, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Hold it, Pepe Lima.
Pepe Lima,
That sounds like a pet. That doesn't sound like a...
And
She was my singing teacher at college. Yeah.
And she came. She would coach us, and she goes, "I've got this really nice girl that you want to meet." And anyway, we met you at the station, and we just saw Emma and fell in love with her. And she's like my little sister, you know.
So Pepe, I mean, you owed Pepe a big drink.
I know.
Did Pepe get her reward?
Probably not.
Do you know what? Pepe.
Pepe's sitting at home going, you blonde...
Pepe, if you're watching right now, we want to say thank you so much for bringing Emma to us.
I think she'd want a little bit of the ka-ching, never mind just that. I mean, if I know Pepe like I know Pepe... Never met Pepe. All right, listen. Many years ago, I was hosting Comic Relief one year, and you came on, and you were about as big a stars in the world as one can get, so it was a big, big deal for Comic Relief. You came on, you helped out a lot, and I know you're doing something else for Comic Relief. Now, you've got a T-shirt.
Well, everybody knows that, you know, Spice Girls, we like to stand for the equality for everybody. And we found out that there's a lot of female charities out there that don't receive the same funding or lack of funding, you know, compared to others. And so there is a fund called Powered Up.
Yeah.
And Comic Relief supports that fund.
Yeah, it's managed by Comic Relief. And, of course, we have been involved with Comic Relief for so many years, and we're so happy to be involved with them again.
I think from when Comic Relief was already going, when you first
Absolutely.
I think you from day
So
one,
this is about supporting women, giving them a voice.
It's dealing with women and their issues, and some of these issues that they're going through are horrendous. Like, we recently found out that 3 women every single week take their own lives because they've suffered from domestic violence, which is just terrible to think. So we're helping, and we want everybody else to help and buy the T-shirt.
Yeah. So we came up with this campaign, I Want to Be a Spice Girl, and it, again, supports
and
women...
who doesn't want to be a Spice Girl?
I want to be a Spice Girl.
hoodies, T-shirts.
Yeah, it's about quality. It's about everyone. It's for everyone.
OK, so let me give you the tour dates out here. June 2019, and it's just UK. And do you plan... It's not just UK? No, Mel's shaking her head.
Right.
Right now. She's always doing this to us. Stop it. Always doing this to us.
So, Mel, look, can I just have a private moment with Mel?
Yeah.
Mel. Are you being held in the band against your will? Would you like to just... if you had the choice to do some more dates after the UK dates...
Oh, I can tell you that.
Where would they be?
America!
Yeah! So you're doing America?
The thing is...
Jerry's silently furious now.
The thing is, it's like one step at a time.
Yeah.
We've got families, and we just, you know, we want to do it for the fans.
Yeah.
We're going to do Britain, because that's where, you know, it's our home.
Where it started, where you're from.
Where it started,
Yeah.
and Britain means the world to us.
Yeah.
Do you know, we care about our fans. We'll celebrate.
We want to enjoy it, have fun with it.
Let's see what happens.
See how it goes.
But Mel, and Mel, do you live in America still? Is that where you call home? You're living in LA, so you'll be working close to home, and this will be what, later, towards the end of next year? Yeah. I might be going to Japan the year afterwards.
Oh,
would there be any chance I could see? Yes, in Japan as well. Bingo.
You know something we should mention? When you had our lovely tour poster up, we've got an incredible support act as well.
You've got Jess Glynn.
Jess Glynn.
OK, Jess Glynn, who's been here on the stage. She's amazing. Will she join you for any of the numbers? Will she be allowed to sneak on and join in any of them?
I don't
We couldn't possibly say, could you, Melanie?
No, just say no.
Just say no.
Mel B, can I ask you a question? I'm definitely going to come and see the tour. What is the night I should come when Victoria's going to be on stage with you?
Isn't it? Sunderland.
Sunderland.
Yeah.
Did she confirm that?
So, but there is a chance, I guess, that she might stroll out.
I'm always hopeful. I love the Spice Girls. Like, they're my girls, and I would love nothing better than all five of us to be together. So I always put it out there.
Yeah.
But I'm happy with 4 too. I'm happy with 5 and 4.
Of course.
We're going to have a great time. This feels really strong.
It's going to be amazing.
It feels really strong, yeah.
Another thing I read, I think, is that Mel C demanded the rest of you have vocal training lessons.
Oh, I read that as well. I did
we did that day,
That is not
remember,
true.
Melanie?
Yes. You know what, the thing is, it's so funny, isn't it? It isn't true that I've demanded that, but... no, the thing is, you know, we do all have our strengths and qualities, and when it comes to the vocals, I'm a little bit like...
She's
cracking the whip.
strict. She's very
Some
strict.
people sing louder than others.
So Jerry's got the loudest voice?
Yeah.
The loudest
We
voice?
need to blend more.
Why is your voice loud? Is it just you...
She doesn't understand blending.
I think I do blend.
No, you didn't before. You do now.
It's a talent.
Yeah, I blend.
Thank you.
That's a very elegant look. That's a very
thank you.
elegant
I thought I'd bring a bit of class to what we've been talking about recently.
Yeah, exactly.
What's been happening on this couch?
Well, it's Ramsey. Now, you know Ed well, of course. We just discussed you guys have worked together. OK.
We've known each other since we were 16.
Wow.
We're on the same management company way back when.
Way back when.
Okay.
And, yeah, then he became a massive superstar and then wrote tunes, and I was like, this is such a tune. And then, actually, I'm surprised it took us this long to work together, but obviously he's busy.
Do you know Gordon at all, though? Have you ever eaten at one of his restaurants?
Well, actually, funny little story. I mean, I was wanting to. I mean, like everybody else that wants to go eat in a Ramsey restaurant, and then I just didn't get in.
What happened?
So listen to this. Well, basically, I don't think you know about this, obviously.
No.
Because he'll probably fire us or something.
Well, he certainly used some language in their presence.
No. I went in, I wasn't dressed the part. I walked in, and I was like, oh, I'd love a little, like, meal, you know. And they just were like, no, this isn't happening.
What were you wearing then? What did you consider?
I was just wearing a trackie. I'm kind of like a tomboy, so I was usually just wearing like trackie, trainers, and I think that it was like a dress code or something.
Damn.
But you know what? One day, can I just ask now, can I come to one of your restaurants?
Yes, you can.
As my guest. There's the one at Heathrow that does the airplane.
But for free, though.
Yeah.
Good, get in there, good dealing.
Yeah.
Was it closed? No?
If I say it, are they going to get in trouble?
No, don't worry.
I don't know, I don't believe you.
What area was it in?
I'm not saying anything.
You helped, is this true, you helped Ed to find the house that he's in now?
Basically, I lived in a house that Ed now lives in, and obviously it was a house that I was renting out, couldn't afford it at the time. Major, beautiful place. And yeah, and then I stayed there for a few months, and I was actually, when I left, I was like, you know what, I can now actually get it, and it was gone. To this one.
Wow. But you think it's haunted, is that correct?
I do have a haunted house.
What do you mean, I do have a haunted
I know.
I have a cottage that a little girl lives in the attic.
But a little ghost girl?
Yeah, a little ghost. Like, I have three people that have stayed there that don't believe in ghosts, and they've all seen her.
And what do they see? They see her walking around, or...?
Yeah, no, they just, when they go, they sleep in the top room, and they wake up with her at the end of the bed, and there's three... I'm not even, like, joking.
What's her name?
Oh, man, I don't know. But it's basically the top room has a trapdoor in it, where
the person hides,
yeah, so
it's
from the 16th century, so people would go there when they were ill, and then they die, and then they get lowered down. And yeah, I've had, but the girl that cleans it refused to clean it anymore because she's seen it so many times.
Really?
Yeah.
So she's seen the ghost. Have you seen the ghost?
No, I'm not asleep. Fuck that, man.
Let me ask you, though, about your childhood, because we've never really spoken about this, but your family, they came from what was Yugoslavia, I think,
yes.
back then, and now, of course, it's Kosovo. The war was going on.
Yeah.
So you were here, and I guess you were a refugee family.
I am, yeah. I'm a proud refugee, and I moved to London when I was 1.
Was it tough? Did you feel like there was a stigma attached to where your family come from? Did you feel welcome? Did you feel comfortable?
Yes, I was blessed. I had a great family. My mother couldn't really speak English then, but now she's a psychiatrist and works for the NHS, which is awesome. Wow. Yeah, and my dad owns pubs.
Yeah.
So he loves a pint, that guy.
But that's a classic example of people coming over and just doing incredibly well. And really
honestly,
making the most of the opportunity.
Without dwelling into it too deeply, I mean, I don't know what I would be doing if I didn't have a change of environment. So I'm very lucky to be the best thing that came out of Kosovo. Yeah. Self-acclaimed, by the way.
And was there stuff that you remember, because you were tiny when you left, but was there stuff that you had then which were like traditional Kosovan food or drink?
Yeah, well, this really good, nice thing called pite, which is like layers of pastry with spinach, and you can put cheese in there, and it's gorge. It's so yummy. And you dip it in like Greek yogurt with some garlic. I love garlic.
We thought we'd look into whether there were any Kosovan dishes, and we couldn't find the food, but we were speaking to the Kosovan embassy.
Really?
Yeah, and they
I just got my ambassadorship for that.
Oh, wow. Well, congratulations. They recommended. They said, we've got here, this is a regional fruit brandy alcoholic beverage solely made from grapes. Now,
I do like this.
Here's the thing, this is the truth.
It's for, like...
We couldn't find it. We asked the embassy if they could send some over, right? This is what they sent over. A half-empty bottle.
They probably were drinking it at the embassy.
It's a rough day at the Kosovan embassy.
It must have been
wasted. This is what they sent us. This is all they had left. You want to try some, Ed?
I'm not actually allowed to drink at the moment.
You can't drink at the moment? OK, Gordon, you want a bit of this?
A little sip, please.
Have a sip, because it really does knock you off.
So is it like... is it like a shot? Like a...
No, this you sip.
Can I smell it?
Yeah, it's really strong. The good thing about this is that you just never know when enough is enough, because it's so strong. So every time you have it every time you drink it, you think you're drinking it for the first time.
Right.
Because it just knocks you out.
It smells pokey. Yeah. That's got some
Oh, it's real, isn't it?
This is a real... What do you think, Gordon?
I don't know how I'm going to perform after this, but we'll see.
That's what Gordon said. Holy, that's not my favourite drink.
Really?
So you drink that at home?
Yeah, with my dad and stuff. And
Christmas time?
Yeah, around Christmas time. I think what's cool is that I just like alcohol, so... I just drink, anyway.
So that's nice. And that certainly is alcohol.
Yeah, definitely. But I'm like Ed, I can't really perform or work under the influence. So, like, after work, it's a really nice, like, treat to yourself.
You know, the end of the working day, kick back,
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah! I've got to congratulate you. You were in a movie, Southpaw, and I'm going to talk about There's two things I want to talk about this. But Southpaw, I thought you were amazing in it.
Thank you.
I didn't even know it was you. I didn't recognise you. It was only after when someone said, oh, she was in this film.
That really happened because I used to act when I was a kid. I went to a theatre school, so I was really excited to just be involved in it. And, yeah, it was a small part. I played a crackhead, and then I ended up doing Sorry, is that bad to say crackhead?
Well, no, it's a character you're playing. I think there's probably a politer term in terms of the character. You're playing someone who would have been called in the film.
Yes.
That. So
yes.
therefore, it's
a prostitute crackhead, to be specific.
Well, you're not making it any better
Sorry.
right now, but...
With 2 kids.
OK, so she's a very disadvantaged person in a difficult spot. Yeah.
And then that elevated into doing the 50 Shades stuff.
Yeah.
And then I did just a really cool independent movie, actually, with the late Carrie Fisher,
That's
which was
amazing.
incredible. Yeah, and it was really sad because she actually passed away whilst we were filming it, so it was pretty difficult to kind of get back into the role of things.
It must have been great working with her, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was amazing. She was just... I think she was, you know, like, the whole thing was so incredible that working with her, I always just saw that character, you know. She would drink lots of Coca-Cola and just be living life. Yeah, so it was an amazing experience. There she is. Look at that. Yeah. Coca-Cola with a sig-sig.
Yeah, that looks amazing. And when's that coming out? What's that called?
That comes out next year. It's called Wonderwell.
It looks fun. It looks fun.
Thank you. It was fun.
The reason why I want to show you know where I'm going with this, of course, is because the movie Southpaw, that was a Harvey Weinstein film. And that could not be more in the news right now, and you must have met him.
It's insane.
Were you on the receiving end of any untoward behavioural advances from him? Did you know that's what he was about? Was it a kind of an open secret, or did you not encounter that?
I did not encounter that. And I value everybody's confidence in coming out and being brave and showing their independence. And I think it's an incredible time right now, especially in the world, to really prove yourselves and stick up for who you are and what you believe in.
Well, you know, thank you for speaking on the subject. And you're going to perform for us in the show. So, and are you touring at the moment? What are you doing?
I start touring next year, my second album. I'm super excited to just finally be out on the road and, you know, be back and just perform. And, yeah, I'm going to give you an exclusive first performance of my new single, Anywhere.
I can't wait. Well, we put a special floor in for you,
yeah,
so I'm looking forward to seeing those.
Thanks for that.
It's really lovely to have you back on the show. Thank you so much for coming on. Rita, all the ladies and gentlemen.
Man, I like what you've done to your hair. That's some feat of architecture going on there.
Oh, thank you. I definitely didn't do it, so thanks to Melissa.
It looks like it's like the Sydney Opera House you've got going on there.
Thank you very much.
Now, what an impressive story. What a life you had the last 3 years since you enjoyed the success you did on The X Factor.
Yes.
And it's gone crazy for you. I imagine the life before that and leading up to that was very different to the life you're leading now.
Very different, yeah. No, it has been an amazing 3 years for me. But yeah, no, probably about 22 years of it was pretty boring, but 3 years prior to that was great. And
hold on, so we're getting really into the maths now. So, how old were you when you did X Factor?
25.
25. So up to 22, you considered boring?
No, it wasn't boring. You know what I mean? It was just normal sort of stuff. Really.
Well, what kind of jobs were you doing?
I worked in I did everything. I worked in call centres. I was a paper boy.
I say so. Call centres. Well, paper boy was presumably when you were young, not in your 20s.
Oh, obviously not in the 20s. No.
You'd have been a paper man. But the call centre, what were you selling? What were you trying to sell?
I used to sell everything. One of the main jobs I had was I worked selling kitchens.
Okay, so you would cold call people, just phone them up at the room?
Cold call. I loved it. I actually loved it.
How would people react? Did you ever manage to actually sell a kitchen?
Yeah, lots. I sold lots of kitchens.
How do you sell a kitchen? So how do you persuade someone to buy a kitchen?
I don't know how. You just have someone that's having a good day and interested.
Someone who's too lazy to go out to a kitchen shop and he's sitting in a real shithole of a kitchen and you happen to call.
So I used to think, you know, if someone's ringing up and offering you 50% off, surely that's a good thing.
Yes, but 50% of something you don't want to buy is not a great thing.
I loved it. It was a great job.
How long did you do that for?
God, I did it for 3 years during college.
Man, you must have liked it.
I did love it, and it was good. It was really good pay. I used to get, a place to pay my mum and my bills. So.
Did you sell a kitchen to anyone you know?
No.
Okay. Did you buy a kitchen yourself?
No.
So that's a very bad endorsement for the product. So you moved on from that.
Yeah, I moved on from that. I did recruitment. I was a recruitment consultant for 3 or 4 years.
Okay, and what does that involve?
That was I used to get people jobs, getting warehouse jobs.
What kind of warehouse? High-level warehouse skills?
I used to work with some jobs were like jam factories, which I ended up working in eventually.
So you liked it so much you kept that job for yourself. So someone came in, what you got, and you go, well, there's. Hold on. Why did you? What?
No, I
you just really like jam? Why did you want to work in a jam?
No, I actually.
It's all very kitchen-based as well. I
was a recruitment consultant, and then I went travelling.
You went travelling after the jam or before the jam?
Before the jam, yeah.
Okay.
But I had the most amazing time, lots of fun.
I bet you did. When you say fun, you mean sex, of course.
Oh. My mum's watching, but yes, maybe.
I think she's figured out you've had sex by now, Olly. You've had a #1 single.
She warned me. She said, you're going on the Jonathan Ross show, you've got to be on your toes tonight.
How old's your mum, by the way? She's probably about my age.
She's, I don't know, I can't tell my mum's age on TV.
Well, roughly.
I don't even know.
Well, you don't know how old your mum is? And yet you sing the praise of jam?
Maybe 49.
She's about my age. She must find me quite hot.
I think she actually does, to be honest.
I've got something to tell you. You know that man who's been saying he's your dad all those years?
Yeah. Nice to meet you, Jonathan.
So, X Factor.
Yes.
You're up there. You didn't get in the first time.
No, I did. I applied for the show twice before I did the one in 2009.
So the first time, both times you were just sent home?
Yeah, no, because obviously, you know, when you watch the show, you have to, there's auditions before you see executives and producers and stuff. So the first 2 times I just didn't get through.
And were they right not to put you through, do you think, in those early stages?
Yeah, completely. I wasn't experienced enough. I didn't know. I just did it because I saw the advert on the TV or on the internet. And I just decided to go along and, you know, they obviously didn't like me. And then my mate actually said to me, you should go this year. And I was like, why? And he said, well, it's the over 25, it's always the rubbish category. And I was like, yes, I'll probably get through.
You stand a chance. So what were the first 2 songs you did?
The first
that you didn't get through with?
The first song I did was Jungle Book.
What?
I did I Wanna Be Like You. I wanna be like you, and they were just like, oh my God, out, next. I mean, obviously the X Factor is an audition, but it's amazing, it's a massive competition. There's lots of people that go, I mean, 250,000 people apply for it every year or something, so...
and then you came second out of those 250, which is incredible, and you've had a remarkable... When you came second, did you think, that's ridiculous, I got so close and I didn't pull it off?
No, do you know what? I was just so grateful.
I think we can see that's a special moment.
It looks like I've shat myself.
And yet Simon seems very pleased with that.
It was an amazing feeling to think that people were liking what I was doing, because generally I thought I was rubbish, you know what I mean?
But let's talk about this, because you've had now, since then, you've had a #1 album. Yep. You've had, is it 3 #1 singles?
Yep, 3
#1 singles. That's an incredible achievement.
Yeah.
And I've seen you perform live. I've seen Olly do a little bit actually live. Great performer. You really engage with the crowd. You seem to really love being up there.
Well, I mean, to be honest, they're the reason I'm here, you know what I mean? And we go back to the X Factor, people vote for me on the show, so I always feel, and I'm sure any artist is the same, you know, people pay money to come and see you perform or come to see you perform live and gigs, so I think it's only right that you connect with them and have a laugh and enjoy it. So.
You have fun. Now, you're, you know, you have a great career now. I know the career you wanted when you were a kid, and a lot of young men feel this way, was you wanted to be a footballer, you wanted to be a professional footballer.
I wanted to be the next David Beckham, that was my...
Did you have the skills? Did you have the ability?
I was a decent player. I mean, I've lucky enough, since I've got famous and done music and stuff, I've got opportunities to play football, because obviously I played at Soccer Aid and stuff like that with, you know, with Robbie Williams.
But you were pretty good, weren't you, until you had... Did you have an injury when you...
No, I had a really bad... I had a really bad... what was it? I broke my medial ligament and my cruciate ligament in my knee, and it was the most random injury. I was just running along and my knee just buckled behind me, it just snapped behind. And I remember I had to go around this girl's house that night afterwards, like to drive around there, and it just ballooned out of control.
When you say you had to, what do you mean you had to?
Well, no, I arranged to meet up with her, so I had to drive around.
You were on a sore thing. You weren't going to give it up just because you snapped your leg in half.
No, I was
you didn't think about her feelings, that you can't get your jeans down over your swollen, grotesque, gangrenous knee. And you say, never mind that, darling, turn out the light.
Yeah.
But no, you couldn't drive?
I couldn't drive around there, and when I got there, my knee just ballooned, and I literally walked in, said hello, and I had to go. But it was horrible. It was so bad, it ruined my... But that was the reason I got into music at the time, because that was when it all went... I was loving football, that was all I wanted to do. Then I decided to do music, but
you can run again now?
Yeah, I'm fine now, I'm happy, I can run and
So Soccer Aid sounded like it must have been great fun. Who were you playing with? Who did you meet on that?
Oh, God, I met loads of people.
Who were the footballers, first of all?
Football players, we met Roy Keane, which was incredible, and which was one of my idols.
He's quite an angry fellow, isn't he, Roy Keane?
Well, I actually, yeah, very angry, because all week I was bantering with him on the changing grounds. I was running down, I was going, all right, Roy, you all right, son, you all right? He's like, yeah, I went, looking forward to the game Saturday. He goes, yeah. I said, you know, one of the sort of bannerings is, oh, you ain't going to get nowhere near me, Roy. He's like, yeah. And I was thinking, why am I even saying this to Roy Keane?
Yeah.
And then we was walking in the tunnel before the game, and we're just about to walk out Old Trafford, and Roy comes up to me, and all week I had my knee bandaged just to keep it sort of secure. And he goes, how's your knee, Ollie? I said, yeah, it's all right. He said, We'll see. It's one of them stories I tell down the pub to the boys all the time. It's great.
Olly has a book out. Do I have the... Yeah, here I've got the book here.
Thank you.
It's called Olly Murs Happy Days. It's a fun book. You didn't write it, did you? You kind of dictated it.
No, we
you
did ghostwrite Martin, and it's not an autobiography. I hate when people ask that. It's just literally the last 4 or 5 years of my life and the experiences I went through before the X Factor and after. It's obviously got lots of pictures in it.
Loads
as well.
of pictures. Your fans want to see pictures. Some of the pictures are quite
girls,
revealing based on the story we just
like.
saw. Yeah, let's have a look at 1 or 2 of the pictures here. Yeah, how that you look younger there than you do here. That looks like it was about 5 years ago. Is that
No,
recent?
that was recently in my house. I was just getting ready and they took a picture.
There you go. Okay. Now that was not for this book. That was Heat magazine, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Heat magazine.
Okay, so what's the story behind this picture?
No, that was when my first single came out. Please Don't Let Me Go came out, and I said to the newspapers that, well, the magazine, I said if it go, because I was up against Katy Perry, and I thought there's no way I'm going to get #1. So I said to her, the woman was joking, I was flirting with this news reporter, and she just went, "What would you do if you got #1?" I said, get naked. For you, in your magazine. She's like, really? She's shaking it. I said, yeah, shaking it. My management team were like, what are you doing? And then literally went to #1 and I was like, no! Quick, press ups! So I quickly...
Well, we have the... I mean, it's obviously a fine display, and we have the hat that Olly used in that photograph. Yeah. And as you can see... that wouldn't cover...
A perfect fit, thank you.
That's not a bad little hat. You put it on, let's have a look at it. Geez, look at that. Wow.
No,
that reminds me, there's a bar mitzvah this weekend I've got to go to.
Brilliant, thank you.
Well, great fun seeing you. And later on, I might get you out here because I think we might be trying to do something in the show. So if you're game for it, we will be seeing you again. Ladies and gentlemen, for now, though, Olly Murs. Olly, that was great. Stay put. All righty.